It's the dark humor.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
Hello there. Here we are with Team No Pants in my house.
And we're not wearing pants.
We're actually
Yes.
none of us
Right
are wearing
now.
pants.
From the waist down, we're straight up nude. Yes. Yes. So
Day after.
we had a huge seminar over the weekend, and now I have the superstars in my living room. Let's introduce each other.
I'm Pat.
Coach Pat Pilla, the no crap coach, the enforcer,
Yeah.
lays down the law, and
Gets my
make sure you let us know where you're watching this from. We're coming at you live in New York. So we got Pat Pilla. These are all speakers at the Online Super Coach Seminar. Top-notch speakers. JV says what's up.
Hi, JD.
The man. So,
Hi guys, I'm Rachel.
Rachel, what do you do? Let's share.
I'm a high performance coach and I help people overcome their struggles and grow from that and make them into powerful strengths.
Beautiful. And who's your target client?
Men.
Men.
Man.
She loves
What's
working
the
with
age
men.
group?
I do.
Lou Astry in the house. She's
Yeah.
back in Toronto. Welcome back.
Hope your kitties are good.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you're watching this, let us know where you're watching this from. The subject of this live is never underestimate the importance of having fun, and we'll share that in a moment. Adrian says, Tyler looks so damn cute with that damn haircut.
Wow.
Kissy face.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm glad you could see that.
Yeah.
Wow. You could see that.
That nice head here. It's not
All right.
Yeah.
Celeste, tell the audience what you do.
Hi, I'm Celeste Rainsturk, and I help people to build more than just a body by aligning inner work with the physical results. So I like to emphasize self-love, mindset, confidence, and behavior change as well as well-being to actually create a lifestyle that's empowering, freeing, and fulfilling. So that includes nutrition and fitness.
Yay.
And she brought us some of her green waffles.
Yes.
Yes, I made them Hulk waffles.
Yeah.
Hulk waffles.
Experience, yes.
Interesting.
And Celeste is a top NPC bikini competitor. And she's going to go through her poses here at the house.
With no pants.
Yeah.
Yes.
With no pants.
No pants.
That'll be on the private live.
$5.99 an hour.
By the Snapchat. Yes. All right, last but not least,
Yeah,
we
I'm
have...
Tyler from Chicago. AJ's right-hand man.
Yeah.
Love this guy. And online fitness coach. So I help people get in elite shape, making it work with their work lifestyle, their work schedules, their family life, etc.
Yes, that's the name of the game. Tyler's known for getting lean while eating candy apples and ice cream.
Exactly. Give us some love hearts. Where's some hearts up there?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Give
Like
us some
hugs
hearts.
and hearts.
Yes, I appreciate it. So the question is this. What are some ways you have fun? Type that in the comments.
Yeah.
How do you kick back? Right? We had an amazing seminar. Work hard, play hard. We're going to share our fun strategies. But how do you have fun? Let us know in the comments. What do you do? That's legal, illegal, whatever it takes, as long as no one gets hurt. No judgment. How do you have fun?
And how do you have fun?
I will tell in a moment.
In a minute.
Yes, yes. So Celeste, why is it important to have fun?
I think fun allows us to just completely radiate a higher energy, which then allows us to attract more fun into our life. And if we're not having fun, then I don't think that we can actually be as present as we'd like to be, because fun just occurs, I think, so naturally when we are enjoying the moment we're in and we're feeling okay with being open and vulnerable. I think it just comes naturally that way to have fun.
Yeah.
Rachel, what's your take on that?
But why it's so important to have fun.
Yeah. Being a coach, dealing with dudes.
Yeah.
You know, it's like...
Oh my gosh. I feel like that's so important, especially for men, where they feel like they always have to be in the zone, pushing. They always have to be presented as a certain way. It's like they never learned how to kick back and relax and just have fun and be super goofy and just be in touch with that side. And so it's important for them to just have fun and relax and not have to worry about anything else going on. And that actually impacts their business so they can be even more focused when they really want to be focused because they've actually spent the time that they needed to on the downside.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
By the way, Carrie Rose Wilson says hi, Rachel.
Oh, I love Carrie.
And congratulations
Congratulations
on your wedding, Carrie
Yeah.
and
You
LaShawn.
guys look so beautiful.
Got married this weekend.
Yes.
Nice,
They
nice.
look like they have so much fun in their relationship too.
Yeah.
Like I love their relationship also.
Speaking of relationships, how do you have fun in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Because Carrie just got newly married. Pat's been married for 40 years.
42 years.
42 years. How do you spice things up, Pat?
I don't know.
What costumes? Yes, for the people in long-term relationships, how do you have fun in a relationship?
Just be around more people and have some fun with them and
Yeah.
you know, different people.
Don't be
different
with your
families,
partner because you're bored of them. You
No,
bring
no.
on other people.
Single guy.
Yeah.
Double date.
Like, I want to
Yeah.
do that.
Double date. Like I said, you roll over. Okay, hello there. All right, let's meet some more people. Let's go on a double date. That's an inside joke. Roll over is a code
Oh
word.
my gosh.
Yes.
Oh,
So Tyler, what about
Yes.
you? You've been in a relationship for a long
Mel
time.
Martin. Yeah.
Mel, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Mel.
How many years have you been in a relationship?
It's been 5 years for me.
Wow, 5 years.
already.
The
Wow.
first thing that came to mind for me is definitely maximizing the moment. You know,
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Maximize the moment.
And
Yeah.
I know you're a huge fan of maximizing this moment. You can put it on a wristband, but relationship-wise, you know, even when we're not in like a fun atmosphere or having a good time, we always make the best of that moment. Bree and I.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
that's-
just spend time alone and go out in nature, walk around.
Yeah.
Do something different,
Yeah, so
you know?
even when we're like standing in line, you
Right.
know, for waiting for something, we always make the best of the moment, start cracking jokes,
Right.
conversing with someone in front of us, and just
Right.
making the best of each and every moment and having fun.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So when you're in a long-term relationship, one part of it's fun, one part of it's boring. What happens when things get stagnant? How do you know? Then that's a question I have for you guys as well.
I
Does it
think you
get
have to
stagnant?
change it up. I think you have
Yeah.
to maybe go away for a weekend, a fun weekend.
You can only
Or go to
Netflix
a
and
hotel
chill
or
for so long, you know?
something.
Yes.
Go away every week. Tyler goes away all the time. He goes in different places and different things. You do
Yeah,
different
new
stuff. So
experiences are the best.
changing,
Yeah.
I think changing your area, you know, changing
Yeah.
where you are. your
Yeah,
location.
that's always really fun. When you change your area.
New
Yeah.
atmospheres,
Yeah.
new experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen people that have successful relationships, they do a weekly date. So that's the question. Do you do a weekly date with your significant other? You know, getting out the house, getting dressed up, taking a shower, you know, all these things. It feels good to do that.
Yeah.
And I think I'm the only single one here, actually.
I guess you
Yeah.
could.
Yes, okay,
I
okay,
guess
yes.
you could really go on a date
Be
when
vicarious
you're married because they don't go on
in
dates when they're single. So you get married,
Yes,
you go on
yes.
dates, right?
Yeah, you can do both.
You can go
So that's the question, right? How do you have fun in your relationships? Because relationships are a part of life, whether it's a friendship, a marriage, a mistress. All these things are relationships.
And how do you have fun on your relationships?
Yeah.
With your relationships, with a
Yeah.
family,
Nice
fun,
question.
friends.
Yeah, well, you know, this house is cool. It has a pool and a movie theater,
He was just
And-
I know you are.
basketball
I love
courts. So I like to have people over because this house becomes a home. When I'm here by myself, it gets lonely. So now that I got my crew here, we're gonna have some fun and enjoy everything, right? Because when you have people over, it warms the whole house up, you know, for a certain amount of time.
And Coach
then,
Pat has nice stuff in the oven.
yes,
He has
yes,
stuff in the oven.
yes. Hey, Jen Scalia speaking
It's cute.
at the weekend. Yes.
From yesterday.
Aw,
Last night was a
Yeah.
fun time. We had a good
Yeah,
time.
she had a really great message.
Yeah.
And the reason why we talk about having fun is really just about everything. Like everything can get stagnant and boring. You know, not just a relationship, but also a business. And that's why we're talking this weekend. We had a great seminar. Everyone here spoke, and the best part of it was understanding how to have fun in your business, in your videos, singing, dancing, rapping. Actually, every single person in this room has danced on video except for Celeste.
But I've rapped on video.
Yes, yes.
Actually, no, wait. I did do a dance on video. It's on my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
It's on my Instagram in the highlights. So
I love it.
It's a highlight.
My man Wesley in the house. Jen Scalia.
Hi,
How's
Wesley.
it going? Yes.
Hi.
So the question is, like, when you feel bored or stressed out or overwhelmed, I think the biggest part of being an entrepreneur is spending a long time in front of the computer. How do you switch it up throughout the day? Because I had a mentor, he said, you know, if you just save your fun for the weekends, you're limiting yourself. How can you have fun throughout the day? Right? So here in my house, I got a little music system in this living room. I'll put on a beat and I'll start freestyling. I'll start dancing. I got a trampoline. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Fun. And I get back to work. So how do you guys break up the day?
I break up my day by going to lunch with somebody that I want to talk with or that wants to talk with me. I try to get out, maybe go window shopping a little bit just to change the scenery around because staying in the house all day is not good either.
Yeah.
You got to get out of the atmosphere and go
that's
somewhere
true.
different.
Yes.
That's true. I try to do that too.
Jen says, go on a lunch date. That's a great way to break things
That's
up.
what I do.
Yeah,
Go on a
yeah.
lunch date. That's it.
I was doing that for a while, but got tired of eating so much food out. So to be honest,
Yeah,
my
that's
favorite
once in a
one.
while. What's your
Yeah,
favorite?
my favorite is taking the dog for a walk.
Oh, that's
I
right.
like
Yeah, not
that.
everyone has animals, but for me,
Right,
it's like my
that's
getaway.
nice.
A lot of times
Yeah.
taking the dog for a
That's
walk.
good.
And you often?
Shout out to Todd Gross. He was at the seminar this weekend and just commented, said hello. I got a great story about Todd Gross. He saved my life. In fact, about a month ago is my birthday, August 22. Put it on your calendar. But I celebrated a big birthday. I was in Miami speaking at a great event called Entrepreneur Con. And we all went out as speakers to this crazy nightclub in Miami, Club Sugar. And there was another club after that. It was an after party. But to make a long story short, we had a crazy night. We all had bottles and things got kind of crazy to the point where I lost track of time and space. I don't know where I was. Next thing I know, I end up in my hotel room and I'm lying there and I wake up and I'm like, how did I get here from the club? That's weird. This is like teleportation. And then I see on my counter, there's an index card that says, Todd Gross, call me. I'm like, who's Todd Gross? And how did he come inside my room? You know?
And what happened?
What the hell just happened? Exactly.
Thank
So-
God for Todd.
Yes.
Yes.
So to make a long story short, I called up Todd. I'm like, who are you? And how did I end up here? And how'd you end up putting your phone number on my bed? And he explained, hey, you know, you had a great time. Spoke all day. Drank a little too much. I brought you back to the hotel room, tucked you into bed, and left my card for you.
Oh,
Todd, you are a lifesaver.
An angel.
Yes, thank you.
Go Todd.
at least you had a good birthday party.
I had a great birthday party, one of the best. And that's how to have fun, you know? Go all out. Let loose.
Wow.
Share the story. Yeah, so here is the next question. What is something you do in the next 24 hours publicly? I have something called the Public Displays of Freedom, where you go on video and you do something out of your comfort zone. Hashtag PDF. And I started dancing on video, rapping on video, doing comedy skits. I got a blonde wig upstairs that I got for that. And I'm going to commit to do that, you know? We play games, make each other laugh, go into characters. But let's go
Oh, we're gonna get
with what you
dressed
have
up
to do.
like that?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna get dressed up.
I'll wear like the guy clothes, you guys wear our clothes.
Like a rap video.
Yeah.
Imagine
we'll
him in
switch
platinum
clothes.
blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll switch clothes.
That's it.
Wear my dress.
Tyler, what would you like to add about freedom? Because you did an amazing dancing video. And last night, he
That's
dropped it
right.
like it's hot. He's got a signature move. I wish we could show the camera to the floor so you could see.
Right?
Yes, but
No, I mean it feels good. You know, it feels good to push past the comfort zone. We were talking about this earlier. Even with traveling, you know, like this event, all three of us were talking at lunch how we had a little bit of anxiety before coming here. Although we know we're gonna enjoy this immersive event and enjoy the company and atmosphere, we were all still anxious and nervous to come. because we're somewhat introverted or whatever the reason may be. But when you get here, you embrace the moment and you enjoy it. Just like dancing on video, maybe hard to do before, but after you do it, it's like, shit, that felt great. That was awesome to just let loose and be free with it.
Yeah, it's the anticipation before the event.
Yes. And one thing that I really noticed this year more than ever, because I committed to doing as many live events as possible. And in the past year, 2018, I did 10 live events, seminars, retreats, masterminds. And the biggest thing that I started doing, what has helped me with all these live events, is having fun. So those of you that came to the seminar this weekend, it was a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of letting loose, dancing and hugging, staring at strangers,
Yes.
And I feel like right now with like education, especially when it comes to online, if you're just giving information, you come off as boring. So right now, if you could fuse entertainment with information, it makes things more powerful. And I was actually talking to a friend of mine, Leanne, where she teaches weight loss for women. And she's got a clientele which is giving great information, but she could sing. So I said, Leanne, why don't you sing some weight loss tips the next time you do video? And she said, I'm going to do it, and I'm holding her accountable.
All right.
And
that's different.
the thing is, how can you express yourself? How can you teach what you need to teach and help people and do it in a creative way? And that's why I started rapping, doing spoken word, so I could teach and rhyme at the same time.
Well,
Staying on my
that's
grind.
nice.
Yes, killing my flow.
Go ahead.
So the question is, Todd says, an awesome event. Shout out to Todd. What is a way that you could creatively teach people your information, inspire them?
I think like for anybody, maybe like through like animation or artwork, or like showing like transformation through, I like art, honestly. Like when I see like those whiteboard videos or those animation videos, I think they're so cool, and I think that's a very creative way to do it. But I like your rapping style as well, like writing and being able to speak and just like being in flow and from the heart. I think that's
I also think songs and music make you remember, because even kids, when they're growing up, the alphabet song, A, B, C, D, you remember that. And even at 1 year old, they're saying that back because of the...
Yes.
So I think you really remember that when it's in a song and a tune. That's why the jingles are so important. For
On the radio. Yeah.
We have ones from the 50s and 40s that still use it now. That's been fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, the jingles are good. So you can make a jingle about your business.
So Rachel, what are some ways that you could add fun and creativity to your content?
Yeah, one of my favorite ways to add fun and creativity is the stuff that you just did as well, where you're talking about how Todd like had this crazy story and he showed up and you related that back. You could relate that back to business in some way. And that's what I love to do, is like take stories and just kind of like document stuff that's going on in my life that I am just like enjoying or having fun with, and then bringing that in and like tying that to some type of lesson that comes within life. And that's my favorite way of having fun, is just like enjoying the fact that it's just life and it's fun and it's a story and you guys can like get involved in it and sharing that part of
Storytelling is so great. Exactly. And that's why like I'm always trying to figure out how to teach through story. So if you tell a story, something happens where the unconscious mind kicks in emotionally. You wire in the insights a lot better than just teaching information. So if something happened to you, how can you relay that to your business? Fitness, business, relationships. And it becomes a lot more powerful, a lot more memorable as well. Shout out to Victor, who got me peanut butter at my seminar. So I talk about the power of peanut butter and my addiction. And sometimes someone's nice enough to bring me some peanut butter.
That was perfect for him though, because it's nutty butter.
Okay.
Nutty butter?
Cha-ching!
Oh, God.
It took me a bit.
That took me
Exactly.
I still after the chichi.
That's a new brand, nutty butter.
Yes.
Nutty butter.
I'm like, all the jokes flew over my head.
Because like right now, I'm like studying pop culture and I'm fascinated with music and why some music goes viral and why some music fails. And right now, music is driven by youth culture, right? That's why we have mumble rap. And if you have a Lil in front of your name, you become famous. Purple hair, jewelry, tattoos. But these mumble rappers are selling and inspiring, like it or not, they're teaching, right? And the whole thing is that if you could take whatever you do and add creativity and entertainment to it, you could help the masses. And that's why I tell everyone to think about a way of expression that you could fuse your business with, right? So if you could rap, teach while freestyling, if you could dance, expressive dance, right? Hold up cards and shake your butt, you know? Tell jokes, storytelling. Scarlett says, random, what is your star sign? All about balance. I don't know what my star sign is, but I'm a Leo, but I don't know what that is. Yeah, please tell me what a star sign is and I'll tell you what mine is. Jen Scalia is known as Lil Jen. Yeah, she gave a powerful presentation.
Yeah.
And she also raps on the side.
Oh,
Hashtag Lil Jen.
Yes.
Yes.
Now that I know.
I want to hear it. I feel like
Yeah,
it's powerful.
she told me because I said, Jen, do you ever rap? And she said I used to write a lot of poetry.
Oh,
and,
nice,
yeah,
Jen. You've
yeah.
been hiding out.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
closet rapper.
Yeah, and she's got a guinea pig too.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
She does. I know. I put a picture
I used to
of
have
her.
this.
Yeah.
I used to have vanilla and chocolate.
Yeah, it's so cute.
So Tyler, please share how on your online business, what you've been doing to let people into your lifestyle. Instead of when you first started, you were just teaching and teaching and teaching. How'd you end range to it?
Yeah, a lot of different accountability measures, fun ways to incorporate things into their life that relate to them, so if they have animals, if they have kids, incorporating things into the routine or the whole lifestyle aspect of our coaching that is unique to them. It not only makes them feel more important, but it makes the process more fun. Rather than just giving them a plan that is going to give them the results that they want,
Yes.
Sometimes that becomes boring along the way. You're getting the result you want, but they're disengaged because it's not fun throughout the process. So finding unique ways to add twists to kind of make it unique to the experience for them has helped a lot.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. And we spoke about this a lot this weekend, that people don't buy coaching, they buy coaches. They're buying you, your personality, your wins, your failures, your family, behind the scenes. Because this is kind of like behind the scenes, right? We kind of press play. We're at my house, it's an intimate situation, and we're not trying to fake the funk. We're just expressing ourselves. And the more real you are, the more you share. And that's why I highly recommend going live, showing people inside your house. I even said when you show up on camera and you don't wear makeup, you don't fix your hair, you don't shave, you connect with people more, because most people when they do videos, especially photos on Instagram, it's like the Photoshop and the filters and the blemishes are removed and the butt gets rounder with a marker, you know what I mean? Some guys put a sock in their pants to get a bulge. So everyone's trying to be cooler than school. So the question is, how can you be more open? And I mentioned this at the seminar, that there's a big phase of women not wearing makeup, men not shaving, rolling out of bed, filming a video. The more homeless you look, the more you connect with people, because you're not trying to impress them. You're like, this is me, all scraggly, and this is who I am. And then you have someone else photoshopping themselves and they disconnect. So there's a power in rawness. There's a power in being real. And I said to everyone this week, looking at your worst in that moment, film a video. You got a pimple on your nose? That's amazing. Okay. Hey, my name is AJ, and disregard this pimple. Here's my message. They will listen to your message more because they're like, this guy's really passionate. He doesn't give a shit how he looks. He's just sharing. And I hope he pops that zit. So,
I was thinking that.
yes. Because I'm curious from the point of view of Tyler and Celeste, because they're both competitive athletes. And they have gone down. Tyler wore a Speedo, got on stage, oiled them up, and boom, showed his best body. Celeste does bikini competitions, and you're super vulnerable. So in a place where one part of it is to just show up, no matter how you look, and then you guys are judged on your physique. How does that affect you? Because I was never contest ripped, but I was pretty lean. And then for a while, I was like, oh my God, like I look fat on camera, I look bloated. So I had a lot of insecurities. And I realized a lot of my students that are fitness professionals, they're like, I will start doing videos once I lose 20 pounds. And I'm like, no, you look fine. You don't look that bad. It's not like people are gonna judge you. But I'm curious, how do you deal with being this statue on show day and then showing up on video not looking like that?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Especially post-contest.
Yeah.
You're so fresh. You
I
just
am.
Finished up 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, so I did a show like about 5 weeks ago, and I had competed for like a year straight. And I recently did a video on this, actually, like opening up about how much it impacts your body image, especially when you go from being that lean to all of a sudden, like the next couple days, you start retaining more water. Your image is completely skewed. And then when you show up in front of an audience, or even just at the gym, for example, people are used to seeing you a certain way. They see you like getting leaner, getting smaller. So when you start to actually get bigger because you want to grow, or you actually need body fat, you know, to thrive and think properly, and to feel better, people don't always understand the process that goes into this sport. So they might say like, you're gaining weight, what's going on? Oh, you're growing this way. People say things because they're used to telling how your body looks. So that can affect, like, I know personally sometimes it makes me like want to hide or wear like different things, but I always just try to embrace the fact that it's part of the sport, it's part of the season, and it is only helping me to grow as a person and then be able to contribute more to the market.
Yeah, because it's tough. You know, one part it's amazing to do a contest, but I realized all my friends who competed, it kind of affects you mentally. You know what I mean? Because in a lot of ways, like, you look so perfect, so low body fat, and dehydrated, dry, muscular, and then every time you look at your body after that, it's never like that. So I'm curious, like, how do you deal? Because you look like a superhero, and then you look normal, and then sometimes it messes with your head, because if you've never been in that level of body fat and definition, then you don't have a standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and to touch on that, I mean, I just had to let go eventually. It got so taxing giving a shit what other people thought of me and how I looked. It required so much work to not only stay in that state, but keep the approval of other people. And eventually I was so fed up to where I'm like, okay, I'm going to let go of what other people are thinking of me.
Yeah.
Let my body go just a little more, be a little more of a beach body look rather than completely shredded. And just be okay in that state. And to be honest, I was so much more fulfilled. My relationships were more real because I wasn't trying to put on a show of this extreme body image. And a lot more fell into place when I just really let go of putting up this image of being the most ripped guy on social media. Yeah.
And it's interesting too, because a lot of times, speaking of social media, you'll follow people on Instagram and they have the craziest physiques. You're like, whoa, they look insane. And then you meet them in person and you're often disappointed. We've all been to an expo and you expect the person to look a certain way, and then you meet them in person, wait a minute, you bamboozled me. So
I like that word.
And the whole thing is that if you want to influence people, you can't be too perfect, because I think nowadays people know that it is impossible for you to look like that. And I have friends, some of them are professional bodybuilders or models, and it's pretty crazy because oftentimes they are probably the best looking, the best physiques out of most of the population, but I find them to be the most insecure. Oftentimes they won't do a video because they feel bloated, or if they go to the beach, they won't take their shirt off because they're not in contest shape. You know what I mean? So it's really interesting how it's a double-edged sword.
It's a limiting life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, there is also like the perspective of when you are doing that, just because I am competing and like I do love it. I went through the first aspect where I was like, I'm never doing this again. This is so restrictive. I don't like it. well, when I actually like healed my more so healed my relationship with myself and like food, I was able to embrace the lifestyle again, which allowed me to disconnect from only doing it for like the way the body looks. But I totally agree that like in order to get there is a level of discipline and choice that you have to commit to that isn't normal. And that's true in business as well. You're not just going to get there by taking the shortcut.
Yeah.
Or, it's a commitment and it's a patience and persistence. And I like that this sport teaches me that. But you can definitely get caught up in the physique, especially when you compare yourself online to girls or women who are like taking drugs, to people who are photoshopping, posting throwbacks all day. Like, it's true what you said, they don't look that way in person. They're small too, like they don't look
that
it.
tall.
Yeah.
Shout out to Edwin. He says, all of you look even more amazing in person.
That's so
Thank you.
Edwin.
Super sweet.
Even though I don't care about what people say, I love compliments.
I know.
Tell me the good stuff.
I really give me the words
Yes.
of affirmation. I'll take it.
So, Kat says ZFG. Kat Torres was at the seminar. She
Hi,
signed up for
Kat.
the coaching program. Shout out to her.
Hi.
So, Rachel, what is ZFG and why is it important for people to adopt that?
Yeah, so ZFG stands for Zero Fucks Given. And I feel like we all touched upon this as we were talking about, like, especially physique and like how you look. And the importance of it is just being able to fully accept yourself and just be in your own zone and not really care about other people and what they think about you, because then you could just accept who you are and what you think about yourself and grow even farther, because you're just in your own flow and you're not worrying about what this person or that person says. Because if you listen to all the haters, you'll never do a single thing. You'll never get out of your box. You'll never go and do those things that you aspire to do. So it's important to say, like, I just don't give a fuck. Like, I am who I am and I'm going to be the best person I am in this way that I can be.
Excellent.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That was very powerful.
Yes.
Boom.
Boom. ZFG.
Yeah.
Pat, if someone is in a place where they want to do this, do a live video, go on camera, share their message, connect with people, but they are insecure and they care about what others think of them. And I just actually spoke to someone literally an hour ago and they said, I've been filming a lot of videos and I don't like how I look on video. And I'm like, yo, I've never seen your videos. What are you talking about? And she was like, well, I never post them because I just film them and save them on my phone. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I talk. And that was my issue as well, because I was so scared to put myself on video because sometimes I look fat. I speak bad. I stutter. I use the wrong word. I stumble. And when you go live, you're screwed. You can't say something and then take it back or mess up. So right now, if someone is out there, maybe they've never done a video before, or they got a bunch of them saved on their phone, or they stopped doing videos because someone wrote in the comments, hey, you look better in your pictures, you look weird on video, and they got a complex about that, what advice do you have?
Don't listen to them. You got to keep on doing what you have to do. Just press the button and do it. Nobody cares what you look like at the end of the day. You care about it. You care more about what the people are thinking about you than you do about yourself. So I think you really have to analyze what's really going on inside of you, because if people meet you on the street, you're going to say hello. You're not hiding in a paper bag over your head saying, I'm not going to see anybody. I don't like how I look. I have a zit, like AJ says, the people when it's on his nose now. But, sometimes there's things that we don't look great. But you know what? That's our own vision of ourselves. Other people say, oh, you look great. Or somebody will say, oh, you have no makeup on. But who cares? At the end of the day, who really cares? These are virtual people that you're talking to. You don't even know them. So you really care?
No,
get out little by little. Like, do a minute. Do even just a minute video. And just get out there.
Just invite them to come on live.
Even
Yeah.
just, invite them to come on live and just do something fast. I guess after a couple of times, you'll get used to it.
Yeah. And the biggest thing I realized is that it's a cheesy term, and they say confidence is the best cosmetic. And we all know people that are beautiful, great looks, great physique, amazing fashion, everything is stunning, but when they walk into a room, they got their hands in their pocket, their head is down, they're slouched, and they have all these things on the external that looks great, but internally they feel insecure. And you have other people who may not have the best genetics or the best fashion sense, or let's say by society standards are not ideal, but they show up and they're confident and they're having fun, they're enjoying themselves. I think a great example of this is Oprah Winfrey, because she has totally blown away all of society's norms. In the 80s, at that time, there was no female, African-American female, building an empire, building a presence. And it's like, you have to learn from her, because she could have said, I'm old, I'm overweight, I'm black, I'm a female. I'm not the stereotypical Hollywood diva, right? But she has something to teach us, because sometimes we can compare ourselves to the ideal female, the ideal male, right? Society standards. And then we're like, well, I'm not that good looking, so why should it be on camera? Why should it be in photos? You know? So it's about managing others' perceptions by believing in yourself. Yeah.
And also she was vulnerable. She went out there being overweight and whatever, and she discussed it normally to people. You know, she didn't hide the fact that she was struggling. And that's why she's an icon in the business and as a woman, because she just showed all of them that this is who we are and this is how I am. I'm not changing anything for anybody, and she fought that way, and that's how she made it to be so big. So it goes to show you that the more vulnerable you are, the more followers you're going to get.
One thing that came to mind, and I want to ask Tyler about this, is like, what's the difference between confidence and ego, right? Because some people are so confident, but then it's a borderline where they can be egotistical and arrogant. So how do you be confident without being self-centered?
Yeah, personally, I relate fake versus real. You know, I feel like ego is almost trying to be something you're really not. You know, putting on a show for others, trying to be the stronger individual in the view of other people, rather than just being confident is embracing who you are. You know, whether you've got some feminine qualities. Personally, I feel like I have a lot of feminine qualities, but I learned to embrace that more. And to me, I feel more confident embracing those feminine qualities, even though I may not feel like I'm masculine to other people, if that makes sense. So it's kind of confidence is more of like the real you, and ego is more of like kind of putting on a
show.
Yeah.
I think it's like humbleness, right? Too. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I think, you know, I'm not going to just say this because everyone is here, but here are examples of people who are very confident, but they don't have egos. You know, you could follow Tyler, Celeste, Rachel, sometimes Pat, sometimes she'll show this egotistical side of her. Just kidding. But it's this level of humility that I'm so grateful, you know, because I could say, oh my God, I'm a millionaire and I live in this mansion and I drive a Bentley and I, you know, all these things. But if that's all that I have, then I'm really not much as a person,
exactly.
Right? And I realize that people don't give a shit about the external, but your humbleness and your humility. I grew up very poor, and I often talk about how bad things used to be, how I started for the first 20 years of my life. And a lot of things I have here I would never thought I had, but it was about being confident but not being egotistical. And I want to get your take on, like, when you see people on social media and all they do is flaunt. I'm in a private jet right now. I just got a Lamborghini. I'm at a 5-star restaurant. Here is the new jacket I got. It's Gucci. It's $6,000. And there's a sense of people oftentimes flaunting. And it works. Go on Instagram. The highest Instagram pages are the wealth and the luxury, right? Dan Blazarian, I think he has like 30 million followers. And all he does is show his badass house and his cars, being on a private jet, being with beautiful women, and that sells, right? But if someone's modest, let's say they live in a small apartment and they drive a Prius, nothing wrong with that, but they're living very modest, they're not going to show that. You don't see a photo shoot with the Prius, you know? like a sexy model laying on a Prius, like, you know?
Let's do it.
That's a Lamborghini, you know?
Let's go do it.
But the point I'm saying is, like, if you are not wealthy and you want to impress people, what are some ways you could do that?
Show them your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wealth is in your heart and your
Yeah.
soul. It's not in your amount of money or the material things that you have.
Yeah.
You'll never make it. You'll never make it. You'll be the saddest thing on earth. It's all about what's inside of you.
Yeah.
Did I say something? When you have your health, you got everything.
Yeah.
That's it.
Health is wealth.
Money is one thing.
Yes.
But if you got your health,
Yeah, because I think sometimes, like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when I was living in my parents' basement, it wasn't the nicest place, and I was embarrassed to do videos in there, so I'd never film inside my house because it'd be like, oh my god, you're gonna see like I live in this crappy place. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people who kind of feel like, okay, my car's not that nice. I'm not gonna show it on social media. I'm not gonna show my house. You know, like. There's insecurities because most people that show off, they have extravagance. And then we feel insecure, like, well, I don't live in that nice of a place to showcase it. But we soon learn that it's about honesty and vulnerability, right? Not every single person is gonna have this crazy lifestyle. And if you also build a business based on extravagance, a crazy lifestyle, always having a six-pack, always being seen in high fashion and luxury, it's kind of tough to live up to, you know?
Sure is.
And what type of people do you attract?
Same
You know?
type of
The same
people.
type of people are trying to keep up with it. Who are trying to one-up you.
Yeah, one up you.
They
It's
don't
tough.
care about that.
On social media, it's like everyone aspires to like be like the millionaires, the Lamborghinis, the traveling the world, going to Bali, you know, because everyone shows this amazing lifestyle, but they don't show the plane ride. They don't show
Right.
waking up late, missing their Uber. You know what I mean?
They don't show the tent they're living in.
The cell service.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a question I have for you guys, and it's a great question. Is like, how do you show that you're living your best life without having these material things? You know, because at the end of the day, some people feel like I'm not living my best life. Once I accomplish this, then I'll be happy. Once I have a relationship, once I have a house, once I have a nice car, then I'll show it, you know? Especially with the physique. I think a lot of times people, they're not going to show a photo of themselves unless they're in good shape. And, you know, we have a lot of our students doing videos, and oftentimes that's the biggest fear, to show themselves vulnerably. Or they say, I need to lose another 10, 20 pounds, you know? So the question is this, and this is the final thing we're going to end on. If you feel that you're stuck, maybe this is a sign for you to do something you've never done before. Step out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's to film that video, to go out and start dating, to launch your business. What can you do to step out of your comfort zone? What can you do to basically prove to yourself that you can have fun and you can be bold, like a display of confidence, you know? Any advice?
I would love to go into the city of Manhattan. I
Okay.
don't know if it would be Times Square because that's crazy. But I would like to have a bunch of dollar bills and just stop by people and just hand it to them. Just a little dollar bill. Like, here, take a little token, go buy yourself a pretzel.
Make sure,
Yes.
yes, make sure when you're giving out the money, someone's recording it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't post that on social media, then
It doesn't
it's not the
happen.
same. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so funny because
You have a picture.
you see it all the time on social media. Someone's going to the homeless person and they're like, this is what I do. I give back to the money. And they give $20 to the homeless guy and they film it, you know?
Yeah, not even homeless, because I saw a woman one time. I was in Brooklyn and I passed by. She was like, I just saw the back of her, and she had, you know, how they had all these clothes and everything, and she had all this luggage with her and everything.
I was there.
And I said, what
Yeah.
a shame. I said, you know, this poor woman, I feel so bad. I went up to her, I turned her around. She was a young girl like you.
Oh, yeah.
And it broke my heart, and I gave her
Ah.
money. I said, you take this.
Yeah.
And she goes,
Yeah.
oh, God bless you. Thank you so much. I'm
Yeah.
going to pray for you. Thank you so much. I never knew that. So I think that's great when you do something like that. It's
Ah.
spontaneous to somebody.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that on the recorder.
So I was gonna just share this because this came up because I was thinking about doing a funny comedy skit with my little brother that I go into the city and I'm just going to homeless people and I'm handing out money and he's filming me and I'm saying this is what I do to give back because I believe in abundance. And then after I'm done giving it to the people, he'll stop and say, "Hey, bro, this thing didn't record, so I didn't get it on camera." And I just go back, "Hey, excuse me, sir. Can I get the $20 back? We got to do this again." It wasn't recorded. And I'm yanking with a homeless guy. I'm fighting over the money.
I'm going to see you back in 1 second. Just
Yes. Because sometimes people, they like give charity, not because they want to give, but because they want to look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that shows right through, so you're getting nowhere with that.
Yeah.
That video is going nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll only make you look like an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Side subject, but what do you think of people that ask for donations on their birthday?
For other like charities that they support.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't have a
especially,
serious emotion towards it at all.
yeah, or if a family wants to get something for them, sometimes you have so much stuff. What do you get for somebody? Especially men, sometimes you don't know what to get. But if they have that thing on there,
Give me this.
that's perfect. That's perfect because you're giving them to a foundation that they love, and you're going to help other people with that, and that's great.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hi.
How's it going? Yes. There's a lot of great subjects, and we're not going to have some fun. The importance of having fun. We're going to play some music, dance, sing, eat some nachos, and have a great time.
That's it. After
Yeah.
the party, after the seminar.
Yes.
The
Yes.
team. We're all team, no
Yes.
pants, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Come in. All right.
Yes.
We're all team, no
Team,
pants.
no
This
pants.
is the dream team right here.
Yes. Yes.
We got your back.
And the final thing is, what is one thing you're grateful for right now? To end us
Exactly.
off,
All these people.
what are you grateful for? Okay?
My family.
So we're going to start. Celeste, what are you most grateful for right now?
Right in this moment.
Yes.
Look at
This
this moment.
moment
Right here. How
Okay.
Like the most, yeah.
You got to do something different, Tyler.
I'm grateful for my relationships,
Yeah.
including you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
All of
you.
you.
Thank you. Rachel.
I'm grateful for the fact that we all got to experience this and come here together and get closer than we were already. And
Yes.
Yeah, it's just couldn't have asked for anything. This is the greatest gift ever. This is.
And I'm grateful I can still walk if the dancing all
Oh
night.
Yes.
We had a
Cheers
great
to Ben
time.
Gay.
It was
Shout out
great.
to Ben Gay.
Exactly.
Rubbing it on your body and
The other day was like, who is Ben Gay?
I know.
Yes.
And then I got it.
yes.
And then it's also good here too because we're all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't get to see them. They're in California and
Yeah.
Chicago, so it's great to see them all together.
Yes.
So that's
Put that in the comments. What are you most grateful for?
Yes. And what are
Lisa
you
says,
grateful for?
I'm grateful for stepping out and offering back to people.
Aw.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Lisa, she helps the homeless people, and I was speaking at an event 2 weeks ago, Spark a Rockstar Live. She was in the audience, and she goes, I would love for you to go speak to the homeless and share your past of having addictions and being rock bottom and how you turn your life around. And I'm like, really? That's a great opportunity because she has this charity where there's homeless people who come up for a seminar. I'm trying to think of a nice way to say that, And one word, one speech, one insight could change a homeless
Yes,
person's
exactly.
life, Because sometimes people are down in their luck and they're like, man, that one book, Think and Grow Rich, they read the book, oh my God, I could actually do something in my life. Or they meet someone and they're like, you know what, I believe in you, when they didn't believe in themselves.
Because they could just be down in their luck, And that woman that I saw in that homeless, when I walked through the park, I wanted to stop
Yeah.
and sit and talk with her. I really wanted to talk with her. But my grandson was with me and I couldn't. But I would
Yes.
love, I want to do that. That's one of my things. I
So
wanna talk
we're
with
going
her.
to do that actually.
Yes.
Lisa's going to organize
Oh, good.
a seminar of homeless people.
Good.
And we're going to all teach
Good.
them and inspire them.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
When I was in the baking business, in the kitchen, we used to have a lot of the prisoners come in and help us with all the stuff. And I used to love helping them
Yeah.
because they wanted to do something in the food business. And I think that's so great to give back to somebody who really is down and
Yeah.
out and wants to
Everyone
start their
needs a
life.
second chance.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for love. That's the beautiful thing. I love these amazing people. I love this moment. And I love life. And I love you. And that's the big thing. Because at the end, we're not remembered for the material items or the accolades or the money, but all the love we shared along the way. And it's an amazing thing to get together with like-minded people, love on them, create great memories, and be alive. What a great time to be alive.
Right.
Yes.
Excellent. So we're going to end up saying ciao.
And thank
Right.
you.
Yes.
Thank
For
you for
listening.
being here.
Gracias.
We had a great
Yeah.
time. We're going to start our little soiree over here.
Yes.
Yes. Love you.
Love
Appreciate you.
and have a nice